Ladies and gentlemen, after a year, finally, we have the No Way Home movie review.
It is here, finally. Holy
shit.
Can't believe it. Today is the 18th. No Way Home is officially out. We have both seen it. I cannot believe it. I can't believe I'm saying these words.
Dude.
Yeah, so here we are, finally, after a year of speculation and talking and everything.
Here's the picture this. 2 retards in a room with a mic.
Yeah.
Saying there will be a Spider-Verse live action film soon.
Yep.
And look what we have here. And did it deliver? Fuck yes, it delivered. Holy shit.
Fucking God. All right, so yeah, we're going to get into it. We're going to dive right into it. Fucking full spoilers, everything.
Yeah, please. Spoilers, guys. This is full of spoilers. Please, if you haven't watched it, I implore you, please go watch it.
Go watch it for the love of God. It is absolutely amazing.
It's so fucking good.
All right,
here we go.
Elephant in the room. All right. This is your final warning. Spoilers going ahead. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye. Go leave. Okay. All right. Elephant in the room. My fucking boy is back! Holy fuck!
Holy shit. Yep. Fucking Toby and Andrew are in this movie.
Oh my fucking God. I'm sorry for the ear rape, but Jesus Christ.
It's well said. Oh my God.
Dude, oh my God. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Like, never in 1,000 years would I ever thought we would have seen them together. Not again. Not even together. Just again.
Not fucking together. Like seeing them together.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Oh my God. So good. So good.
Look, I'm gonna say, even though we probably knew this was gonna happen, but seeing it in theaters and seeing it with my own eyes, holy fuck, it was amazing.
Dude, oh my God, so good. All right, well, all right. Let's just we'll go through the movie and try to stay in order. So we start the movie right after Far From Home, and yeah, so Peter gets exposed. All his shit is upside down, like fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah. Also, can we keep in mind this is right after Far From Home, so this is not just like a year after. This is literally right after Far From Home.
Yeah. So we have Peter and. The rumors are true. We got our boy Charlie Cox.
Fucking Daredevil in the flesh from the Netflix series. Oh,
they had a nice little sit-down meeting. Also, I want to point out, this is kind of cool because if you think about it, they have their meeting with Charlie, or whatever his name is, the character. That happened before Strange does the spell, which means that he was there the whole time, like in the MCU.
That's fucking crazy. That's like crazy. Oh my God.
He didn't come in from the spell. Like, he was already there. So I'm not gonna be surprised if in the future when they do stuff with Daredevil, they're gonna like show past MCU events and like what he was doing at that time. Because now this confirms that he was there. He was in the MCU the whole time.
Oh my God. And it was not even 10 minutes in. We weren't even 10 minutes in.
Right at the beginning.
Right at the beginning. Fucking
off
Charlie
with a bang.
Cox. Oh my God.
So yeah, we do all that shit, and then they apply to college. They get denied. Yada yada yada. Boo hoo. Cry about it. And then we get the big scene. The big scene on the bridge.
Yep.
The scene that we saw like 1,000 times in the trailers and from promotional screenshots and everything.
Yep. The fight that was advertised the most, and it came at the beginning of the film.
Yep. And it just gets right into it. We don't see any backstory. Oh, yeah. So they do the spell. They do the spell first, and then they go to the bridge scene.
Yeah, and can we talk about... All right, I'm sorry. I said we were going to stay off topic, but I'm sorry. Tom Holland, I got to give a fucking huge credit to Tom Holland. He fucking killed it in this.
Yeah, this was definitely his strongest performance as Peter, without a doubt.
He fucking killed it. From beginning to end, oh my God.
This was definitely his strongest performance in the MCU by far. You could tell he was definitely really, really comfortable now playing the character, and he really made it his own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
fucking great.
Oh my god, so good.
So anyway, so yeah, we're at the bridge scene, and they don't waste any time. Like they don't even show Norman and Osborn like coming in. It just they're already there. It just jumps right into it.
So yeah, actually, with that fight scene with Doc, comes in obviously like in the trailer. Arms come from the road. The fucking lady that Peter was talking to almost
College
died.
lady, yeah.
Yep. Then obviously we saw in the trailer, you're not Peter Parker. Then he takes the nanotech,
Yeah.
grabs it, and it attaches to his armor.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't know, because I'm like, oh my god, he's going to get upgraded. But we didn't know that Peter still controls the nanotech.
Yeah.
So he kept Otto, like, just fucking prone.
Yeah. Yeah, he just like completely takes control of the arms, and then Otto can't do anything.
He can't even do anything.
So yeah, they have their little fight. And yeah, like you just said, he pretty much like disables him, and then they capture him and bring him down to Strange's sex dungeon.
Well, actually, before you see fucking Goblin come from the smoke.
Oh my god, dude! I
saw.
Oh my god, dude! Just hearing the laugh, the fucking Willem Dafoe.
Yeah,
It's like the most fucking iconic thing. It's just hearing it in the theater on the loudspeakers. The whole theater, my theater was just like cheering and screaming. Just hearing
same.
that.
Yeah,
just,
my theater was the exact same way. They
so
fucking
good.
cheered.
So good.
So yeah,
So-
immediately when he came from the smoke, he got teleported.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, they go back down. No, you fucking know what happened. We don't have to like break down the movie. We're doing. You know what happens.
Watch it. Go watch it.
We're not gonna go scene by scene. So you know what happens. Let's just talk about what we liked about it and all that shit.
Oh my god. All right, what do you want to say?
Fucking, I don't even know where do you even start. All right, let's start with the villains. I think all the villains were handled pretty well for the most part.
Pretty well. All right.
Very well.
All right. Who do you think was the weakest? Lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was expecting that.
Yeah. I think they handled Norman and Otto. I think they handled fucking great. Really, I really like what they did with Norman and Otto. I really like how Norman, in the end, was kind of like the main villain.
Yeah, fucking.
They really
classic.
made it. Yeah, they really made it seem like Otto was going to be the big bad, but in the end, Otto he turned out good because they fixed his inhibitor chip, which I thought that was a great scene.
Oh my god! When I oh my god, they're gonna fix his chip. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be good again.
That was a great.
And then
scene.
I saw the white eyes on the arms, and I'm like, oh, he's fixed.
Yeah, that was a fantastic scene. Alfred Molina did a fantastic job. Just like when he said like, "Oh, I don't hear the voices anymore" and all that shit. You could just tell like he's like human again, and that was just great. I love that. And then yeah, Norman, Willem Dafoe, man.
Norman fucking killed it.
Willem Dafoe stole the fucking show as always. He's fucking brilliant.
Every single fight scene was amazing,
dude. Yeah, and I love it, dude. Like all the fights between Norman and Peter, like they were beating the fuck out of each other.
They were kicking each other's ass.
They were really fucking not pulling their punches and beating the shit out of each other.
Dude,
like it was good to see, man. It was like, fuck, this is good shit.
Dude, Norman was pulling him through the floor, down to each level. That was so cool. Oh my god!
I just really like the whole thing with Norman of how he has like his Norman side of him and then like the Goblin side of him. They're like two completely different people. Because like if you remember going back to the Spider-Man 1, Tobey the first movie with him. When he puts the serum in himself, it says that one of the side effects is insanity, which is why, he's fucking crazy. He has like two personalities.
Oh my god.
Just the way he's able to like turn it on and turn it off when he's like Norman and then when he goes into the Goblin, he such a good job. I mean, he's just a fantastic actor. The way he just turns it on and does the voice and you can see it in his eyes and his face, the way he acts, it's just so good. So fucking good.
Can you say he doesn't age? I'm serious. He doesn't age.
Line. They all did, honestly. Even
all of them aged well.
Yeah. Fucking brilliant. So good. Oh my god.
We'll get to William Dafoe with the fight scenes because that's also another high point of this. But
so other villains. Jamie Foxx, Electro.
He fucking surprised me, alright? Jamie Foxx did good.
He did good. He was good. It was good. I think it was kind of... I didn't expect... I feel like they kind of changed his character a little. I feel like they made him more like... gangster, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah, because he was just a nerd. He was a nerd in the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy.
Yeah, I know, but now I don't know. I feel like they kind of made him more more like Hood. I don't know how to explain it. Like just the way he was talking and like the jokes he was making and shit. I don't know. It wasn't bad. I liked it, but it was just a change that I noticed. I think it worked well.
Yeah. Let's go with Sandman, Thomas Hayden Church.
So for Sandman and Lizard, like I like that they were included, but I feel like they were very underutilized.
They were not really like highlighted that much.
I think they were very underutilized.
You know, I'll give it for sorry.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I did like the first scene that we see Sandman when Peter's fighting Electro in the field. I do like how at first he initially tries to protect Peter.
Yeah.
Because if you remember at the end of Spider-Man 3, him and Peter, they left off on good terms with each other.
That was so cool.
Seeing him come in and defend him right away, like that was good. That's
so cool. I was like, oh my god, wait, he's still good.
That was good because at the end of 3, they were on good terms. So that was definitely the right choice. Because like if he was just bad again, all of a sudden it'd be like, okay,
that would make sense.
Yeah. So that was cool. I like that.
But then he turns because that ain't Peter.
Yeah. So yeah, Sandman overall is pretty good. I don't know. I think it was kind of an odd choice why they kept him like in his sand form the whole time.
Yeah, I noticed that. And
if you notice too at the end when he changes back to his normal self, I'm like 90% sure that for both him and Lizard, when they both change back to normal, I'm pretty sure that they reused footage from Spider-Man 3 and Amazing Spider-Man for them. Really? Like if you look at I was actually saw it on YouTube before. Someone posted it. Spoilers on YouTube.
A fucking course.
So so I was watching that scene again, and like that part when they turn back to human, and they had like the side by side footage of No Way Home and the original movies, and the footage is like identical. Like I'm pretty sure they just ripped the footage. So I don't know if behind the scenes like maybe the actors weren't available or something.
That could be a reason.
Which makes sense if that could make sense because otherwise why would they have him in his sand form the whole time?
Yeah.
Because it's just CG. Like they don't need the actor. So I don't know. That was a little
very
weird.
Interesting, but
yeah. Overall they weren't bad, but I feel like they could have been used more.
Yeah. I'll just say I want to go on to more the character side. So, I'm going to say probably let's start with the main 3. Obviously, we talked about Tom. He's fucking great. All right.
Yeah, Tom was great. He did a really good job.
MJ did better in this movie than in a lot of other films.
Yeah, she was better. I liked her better in this definitely than Far From Home and Homecoming. Yeah, I agree with that.
And then Ned too. I'm gonna agree with Ned. Ned was good in this one. I did really like Ned in this movie.
He was better, but I'm still not the biggest fan of him, if I'm like being honest. I don't know. I never really was a huge fan of him to begin with. But I feel like he did improve on this one, but I don't know. I feel like he's still not that an interesting character to me.
Alright, let's get the big sorcerer out of the room. What did you think of Strange?
I liked him. He was good. I liked it. I mean, everything he was doing what he thought was right with the whole, how he wanted to send them back and all that. And how him and Peter started to, fight with each other.
Yeah, that was a really cool scene, too.
Yeah, that was good. I like that. He was cool.
And how Peter outsmart him.
Yeah. Yeah, that was neat. Also, actually, while we're on Strange, so I guess it's like Strange is technically not the Sorcerer Supreme anymore.
Because he got blipped.
Yeah, like I never even thought about that. But
so
I guess,
Wong is actually the Sorcerer Supreme for now.
That's pretty cool, though. That's pretty cool because like that means like Wong is like he's got some powerful shit up his sleeve. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
So that's cool.
That is really cool because I noticed that. I'm like, oh my god, wait, Wong. That mean, no wonder we see Wong a lot recently.
Like he has become like
a fucking Shang-Chi.
Yeah, he's become like a pretty big character. Like he's popping up a lot. So that's cool. I like him.
All right. Let's talk about the 2 new guys. Well, not really new, but fucking Andrew. Can we say Andrew Garfield stepped it up for this one? Holy shit!
He's a great actor, man. He's a great actor.
He did so well. He honestly he did so well in this movie.
Yeah, no, fucking great, man.
And then fucking of course Toby is fucking
so good. Fucking iconic, man. It just seeing them on screen together is just such a holy shit moment. It's just mind blowing. There's no other words. It's just seeing them together, like arms around each other, just speaking to each other in their suits, like,
and their chemistry. Their chemistry is so good.
Unreal. Unfucking real. And just that scene when Ned opens the portal and they come in, my whole theater, everybody just screaming their fucking head off. How can you? Crazy. How can you? I mean, it's just amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Mine went crazy. Like, when they saw it, I literally saw, like, the eyes from Andrew. I'm like, oh my god, it actually is happening.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I loved it because it's just like, I loved that they brought them in and they had a good chunk of screen time, both of them. They both had a lot of dialogue.
So this is my only quarrel. I think they should have got more screen time. I think that's because I just love them so much in this. Yeah,
see, like, obviously, would I want more screen time? Like, yes. But, like, I think what they did was enough. Because, like, that's what I was about to say. Like, I'm so happy that they brought them in. And I think they both had a really good chunk of screen time. I think it was just enough. Because what they did was they were able to bring them in and give them their spotlight without taking away from Tom. Because this is, at the end of the day, this is Tom's story. And this is he's the central character. Yeah. You know? And I'm glad that Tom... And it was the focus of the whole time. Tom was the focus. Like, they never shifted away from him, and it became like, you know, Toby and Andrew's movie.
And with great power, sorry.
Oh, so good.
And
so
with
good.
Great power comes great responsibility. And then then Aunt May fucking dies.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's talk about that. Them killing off Aunt May. I am so happy that they did that. Holy shit.
All right. Okay. All right. I want to explain. Alright, is it because you didn't like the character, or do you think they needed an Uncle Ben?
No, it's not because I didn't like the character. It's because Aunt May dying is essential now for Peter's growth as a character.
Yeah, it's very true.
Essential. Because now, finally, after however many fucking movies, Tom Holland is finally getting the responsibility lesson. And to me, up until now, that was the key piece that was missing this whole time. And now, finally, we have it. Thank the fucking gods. So I think them choosing to fucking commit and kill her off and having Norman fucking do it.
Yeah, with Norman doing it, that was crazy.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Fucking fantastic choice.
See, I'm surprised Norman killed her.
I thought fucking the glider was going to stab her, like Spider-Man 1.
I thought it was too. I mean, it did give her like a pretty bad bump.
Yeah.
They cut her open.
But no, I thought that was a great choice because like, again, up to this point, like Uncle Ben and the responsibility and all that, like that thing it's been completely absent up until now in the MCU. And now with Aunt May dying, Peter is finally learning that lesson and stepping up and finally evolving and growing as a character. Thank God.
I think one of the pinnacle scenes was when obviously the Peters showed up into their world. Is the conversation between Andrew, Toby, and Tom as he's above the school. Yep.
Yeah, I was about to say that whole scene, perfect. I love it. That's exactly the kind of scene that we needed. I'm so happy they did that. It was just perfect. We get a scene with Toby, with Tom, with Andrew, all talking about their versions of Uncle Ben and, you know, why it's important and everything. Totally perfect. I think Tom's character needed that, and I'm so glad that they did it. Oh, just fucking great.
Everything about this movie was fucking great.
They handled it fucking perfectly. I swear to God, I just feel like John Watts and the whole team behind it really have just, for the last two films with Homecoming and Far From Home, I feel like they really just, they listened to all the criticisms that people had, and I feel like they just addressed all of them in this movie.
I think they were teasing. I have a feeling they were like teasing something to happen.
But no, seriously, like I feel like I don't really, after No Way Home now, like I really don't have any issues with Tom's Spider-Man anymore, which is like, I never thought I would say that.
I know, and that's what me and my brother were saying, all right? Again, my brother loves Tom right now, but he always thought he was a great Spider-Man. But now, after this movie, God.
Now he is officially, like, to me, in my eyes, like, now he's officially, like, he's stepped up to the role. Like, now he's there. And it's just great. it's just great. He's now, because like I said, up until No Way Home, Tom or Peter has always been very attached to somebody, whether it's the Avengers or Iron Man or Mysterio or somebody. Or Strange, you know what I mean? But now he's really, especially after the end, now he's he's on his own.
He is on his own.
No allies. You know, he knows the lessons of responsibility, and I just think it's great. I think it's great.
I'd just say at last scene when obviously when he's saying goodbye to Ned and MJ. Oh.
Ooh, yeah, let's talk about that.
Oh,
what do you think of that choice? What do you think of that choice at the end to make him not say anything to them?
That's so sad. It's honest. Yeah. It's so like sad because obviously those two were like big in Peter in the Tom Holland version, like big to him, and then to just lose them and not even like acknowledge him, and then the fucking scene in the coffee shop. Oh. Yeah. Oh, that was so. I was like, oh no. Yeah, it was awkward.
So it's definitely sad, but I think it's fantastic choice. I really do. I think
I thought it was great. I thought it was absolutely great. It was just like it gives you like, oh my god.
Because the first thing I thought of, like, now that not just MJ, but everybody doesn't know who he is, especially MJ. Like him choosing at the end not to say anything to her, because initially he was gonna try to make her remember. But obviously he chose, like, no, I'm not, I'm just going to leave it. And I love that choice. I love it so much. Because to me, like, the first thing I think of, I go back to Spider-Man 1 with Tobey at the end with MJ. Like, MJ tells Peter that she loves him and she wants to be with him. But Peter tells her, like, no, we can't be together because he knows I'm Spider-Man. I can't be with you. It's my responsibility. You're going to be in danger. We can't do this. And Tobey walks away. And you get that whole speech at the end of that whole thing. Just fucking brilliant. Awesome. And so this moment now of Tom, stepping away from MJ, to me, it's like a mirror. It's the same thing. It's like he's making that choice of, no, you know what? I can't get her involved because her life is better now. She's not in danger. She can do what she wants. He made the responsible choice. Again, it's there. Like, thank God. It's just, he's learning, he's growing, and it's great. I think it's fucking great.
Oh my god, it was it was sad to watch because I'm like, oh, but it's for the better.
It's for the better. It is 110% for the better.
And like we said before, we're getting a new Tom Holland. We are getting a new Spider-Man.
Like this is it. Like, this is exactly what we were talking about though before the movie came out. Like, because we know they're doing more movies, and that was the thing we were talking about. We were saying like, oh, this is their chance now going forward. Like, the next movies can be more mature, more grounded, more emotional, less light, less MCU-y, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god.
And now I feel like now that's the direction they're going, and I couldn't be happier.
We said this before. Again, we said this all on that podcast a year ago about how his character needs to be there needs to be a change. And
they 100% they're doing it, and I'm thrilled.
And can we just say he's in the similar apartment to where Tobey?
Yeah, that was great. There. Like, I love that. Like, just seeing him alone in a dingy, shitty apartment. Again, it just brings me back to the Raimi movies, and it feels like I'm at home again. You know what I mean? It's just like it's Peter on his own. He's on his own. He's on his own, and that's it. He's got to learn. He has the lessons now. He has the lessons from May and from Tom from Tobey and from Andrew, and that's it. And it's like I'm very excited to see the future.
And he started from scratch. The suit, even the suit was not like.
Yep.
Even the suit was fucking classic. It was the classic colors of the original.
That was another thing I loved too, because it was like really quick to notice, but they had that one shot where they showed like the sewing machine of like with the fabric. And even just that one little thing, like, I love that because, like, back in Far From Home when he made his suit, he was using like the big fancy machine on the Stark jet and all this shit. And like, it's cool, all the technology and all that shit he did, like, it was cool. But now it's like, he's back to basics, square one. He's by himself with a fucking sewing machine in his shitty apartment. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels so good. It just feels good. Like, it's just like, yes, this is what Tom so desperately needed, and now we're here, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Oh, I know we're jumping back and forth, but we're gonna obviously when they start to formulate their plan to fix all the villains, and when they show up again, their conversation back and forth between three of them were fucking hilarious. Oh my god, so many references from the other movies.
Yeah, so let's talk about all the Toby and Andrew stuff with them.
Holy shit, there's a lot.
Yeah, no, man, so good. Like we said, like we already talked about that scene on the rooftop with them talking about
that was so cool.
their Uncle Ben's and all that, and Andrew and Gwen and everything. That was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
And then the next scene they have when they're all doing like their science, you know, they're geeking out with each other, doing their science
fucking
shit.
Geeking out. Oh my
like,
god.
That was great.
Coat.
That was just great. And MJ calls like Peter, and they're all like, yeah. Like, it's just like, it's just great. It's just great.
It's simple but effective.
And then they had that scene that they're talking about how like Toby has like the organic webs. It's just fucking great. Like I love it. I love it. They're like, what? You don't have web shooters? He's like, no, just comes out.
How did you do that?
Does it come out of anywhere else?
They fucking put it in. Oh my god, they actually put that fucking joke in.
So good, dude. I fucking love it. And then just the whole final fight at the Statue of Liberty is just amazing.
Can we talk about that picture? Oh my god, the picture of three of them on the Statue of Liberty.
Just seeing them suit up again, and the music, and oh my god, it was just so fucking good, man. Just seeing them in frame together, just swinging, it's just like, oh my god, it's just fucking amazing.
Obviously, with that fight scene, they weren't as coordinated, and then they picked it up, and damn. Yeah, they work together.
Yeah, Peter 1, Peter 2, and Peter 3.
That's actually so petty because when
people like, wait, I thought I was Peter 2. He's like, no, you're Peter 3.
You're Peter 3. That's so petty because I know the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy got, the two movies from Amazing got booted, so they put him as number 3.
Oh my god, so good, dude. That's fucking so good. That's another thing too. Just seeing them, just seeing Toby and Andrew like. They're like wearing physical costumes, you know. It's not just like CG, like it's them.
It's the same costume.
They're there on set in the costume. Just seeing that is just like, just so good. Like it's just, I don't even know the word. It's just fucking magical. Just seeing them wear the costumes again, and it's just like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, when Toby wears the suit, it's like you're literally gonna wear that when we're fighting, and then pulls down the shirt and pulls the suit. I'm like, oh my god.
He's always got it on, dude.
He's always got it on.
He's the youth pastor.
Youth pastor. Also, another line. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. Norman's line about the scientist line.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Everyone clapped when that.
Same, dude. Oh my god, I just like. So good, man. I really feel like John Watts and the team, they listened and they gave the fans everything that we wanted. I mean, everything. We got Toby, we got Andrew, we got the fucking memes, we got
so many.
A more mature Tom, we got a clean slate. I mean, it's just everything. They delivered on everything. Like literally, it's
so fucking good. Oh,
this movie, it did everything that I wanted it to. It fucking delivered, and unreal, just unreal.
Oh my god. Oh, it's so good. Honestly, I bet. Obviously, you know what? It'll be. This is the only like thing I have for people that haven't watched like any of the Spider-Mans. They would get somewhat confused, but just take the movie as a whole. Just dude, without that, it's still a fucking great movie.
Dude, that's what I was thinking of today. Like thinking about it, like obviously, you know, we grew up on the older movies, and so seeing them again for us is like such a huge deal. But think about it for like young kids now, kids who are like, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. You know,
yeah,
this is building like a whole new generation of fans for those young audiences. Like think about it, you're a fucking kid now watching this movie. What are you gonna do? You're gonna want to go back and you're gonna want to watch those movies with them, and it's gonna start a whole new wave and generation of fans. And it's just like, it's awesome. It's just awesome. Because the shit that we grew up with and we loved, it's like now the younger audiences get to experience that too. And like now they can understand. They can go back and, you know, and look at it.
Yeah. That's one thing. It's just, again, as a whole, it's a fucking great movie. Even if you don't know the references, the scenes were amazing. The emotion was there. all right, I'm using a high top quote. The human aspect.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. And I love that. That's what I'm saying. Like, the whole thing with it, like you're saying, the scene with Aunt May dying and the scene with them talking on the roof, it has weight. It has emotion. It has character. And that's exactly what Homecoming and Far From Home were missing. And now, just to finally have it, and to have it with Toby and Andrew, it's just like, you couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah,
you truly couldn't. It just,
especially with the two characters that had those human emotions in their movies.
So good, man. And just oh man, unreal. They just handled it so well.
Also, let's talk about the final scene of the movie when it's just Peter and Norman just fighting.
Oh my god, dude! I had a fucking heart attack. I thought they were gonna kill my boy.
Oh my god, yeah. So, literally, Tom is beating the shit out of Norman, and it wasn't like web and stuff. It was a full-on fist fight.
Yeah, straight up, just punching him.
He punched the shit out of him, and then he was gonna kill him. And I'll keep this a little fact in here. When he was gonna kill him, he held it like he was holding the shield of Captain America, of putting it in Toby. I mean. Iron Man and John Walker. So so it's like it's a little callback to the other movies, but it's also a callback to the Spider-Man 1 of what fucking Goblin is gonna do to Toby.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's just fucking so good, man. I love that.
Fucking Toby stopping him. Then Toby's stopping him. Oh
so good. Like, I love that. I love that. They have that shot where, like, Toby and Andrew look at each other and they're like, okay, we got to stop him. Because, like, they see, like, what Tom is about to fucking kill him. And they know
Tom is literally going to kill him.
And so, like, by Toby stopping him from killing him, like, he's, like, sparing him from, like, going down, like, that dark path. And, like, I love it. I love that, Toby was the one to, like, prevent him from going down that road.
Well, it didn't even matter because fucking Goblin stabbed him anyways.
Dude, I fucking shit my pants.
I was like, no.
I was like, please, for the love, like, please, no. And then he's fine. He just fucking walks off like a champ.
He's a fucking super champion. It's Spider-Man. He can survive a stab.
Fucking Giga Chad just gets stabbed and goes home.
Do you know how many times fucking Toby and Andrew and them got stabbed?
Oh, that's like nothing.
It was just nothing.
I love that line though at the end when Toby has his arm around Andrew, and Andrew's just like, "You're in pain, right?" Or whatever he says. He's like, "You're hurting, right?" And Toby's like, oh, "Yeah, I'm alright."
Oh my god.
And then oh my god, and like that line where fucking like Toby's like stretching his back, and like Andrew cracks it for him.
Yeah, that's so funny.
So good. I just love that shit because it's a callback to Spider-Man 2. He's like, "Oh my back, my back." When he falls off the fucking building, it's Spider-Man 2.
He falls off the building. Oh my god,
so good! I just love those little callbacks.
Every little reference in there, it hit.
And then, I also love that scene when they're all talking to each other on the scaffold, and like Andrew was saying how he's like, oh, I don't know if I'm good enough and this and that, and like Toby tells him like, I love you, like, no, you are good enough, like, I love you, man.
You're amazing.
And he's like, you're amazing, and Andrew's just like, oh, thanks. And at the end, at that one scene, Andrew's like, I always wanted brothers. He's like, I love you guys. I was like, oh, it's like, fuck yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry right now.
It's like, fuck yeah. It's like, oh, no, so good.
Dude, when I love the fact, I know my brother, like, kind of cringed a little bit. And the amount of times Toby said, you're amazing, man. I'm like, okay, fucking goddamn.
So good, dude.
I'm like, okay, we get it. It's Amazing Spider-Man. But, oh, it felt so good.
And then they had that one little shot where they're all pointing at each other, like the meme everyone thought they were going to do.
Oh, yeah.
Did it.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's like when they were arguing who was which Peter was which, like Peter 1, Peter 2.
All right. Well, I'm definitely going to go see it again. And I'll point that out cuz I didn't notice that the first.
If you look around on Twitter, I'm sure you could find it.
Oh my god. I had a feeling they were going to do that meme.
Yeah, it was there. It was like quick. It was quick. It wasn't like a full like body shot. It was just like their upper, not the upper waist.
Oh my god. It's just perfect. It was just fucking perfect, honestly.
And then we had fucking Andrew saving MJ, catching her.
That was amazing.
Absolutely great.
Because I saw Tom, I'm like, oh no, oh my, and then I just see them panning to fucking Andrew. I'm like, oh my god, redemption.
I just love that. I love that so much because it's exactly what it is. Andrew finally, he caught his girl and he gets his redemption. He's able to forgive himself, and it's just like fucking brilliant, so good.
And then MJ's like, "Are you okay?" Yeah.
Man, it's so good. It's so good. And that's what I love too. That's like fucking what I love about this movie is that this movie, like Tom Holland was saying. I saw a quote earlier today saying how like this movie is the culmination of like 20 years in the making. And it's true. It really is true.
It
like
is.
This movie
that's a very true quote.
This movie is the definitive conclusion to Toby's story, to Andrew's story, and now, it's like the end of an era for Tom's story. Like
it's
now
we're not
going
done for
forward.
No more babysitting Tom.
Exactly. Like going forward, like this is it really for this era of Tom. Like going forward, this is completely square one. You clean slate. And so it's just, I love it. I love it. It's like, and will we ever see Toby and Andrew playing the characters again? Like, I don't know.
Maybe not. But I don't know. The only reason is with that is how you're gonna fit them back in. Now again, we have the new Doctor Strange movie coming out pretty soon, and Mr. Sam Raimi is directing it. So
I don't know, but apart from that, like, what I'm saying is like even if we do or we don't see them again, it's just like I love that this movie, it just finally feels like a conclusion to their stories because like think about it, like Toby with Spider-Man 3. Remember, there was supposed to be a Spider-Man 4, but that got canceled, so we never got to see the end of his story. And then same thing with Andrew. There was supposed to be an Amazing Spider-Man 3, but that never happened. It got canceled, so we never got to see the end. And so now seeing them again together, it's just like it's finally we're getting that conclusion of like, we're getting some closure with their characters.
Yeah.
And finally getting like that proper send-off that they deserve.
Yeah. I think also with Amazing Spider-Man 2 was when they revealed all like the villains that were again what we were supposed to get. Yeah. We were supposed to get all those guys. And again, for the feedback they got from Amazing Spider-Man 2, they didn't do it. Yeah. So I feel like this movie was a Spider-Man 4, and this movie was the Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like we finally have closure. That's what I'm saying. Like if we never see them again, like I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I'm fine with that.
Because honestly, now we have closure. You know what I mean? And we can I feel like I can. Now, after all these years, I feel like I can properly say, like, goodbye to those characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just feels right.
It does feel right to say that.
And that's another thing I love. I love how they had that one little mention with Toby where they asked him, like, oh, like, do you have a girl? And he's like, it's complicated. But then he said how in the end, like, him and his MJ, Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
In the end, they worked it out and they ended up together. Like, I love that. I love that they put that in there. Like that makes me so happy because we never got to see, what happens with them. But just hearing Toby say that in the end, like it worked out, like that's awesome. I love hearing that.
Yeah.
Like that in their universe, we never got to see it, but just knowing that they end up together and they make it work, like perfect. I love it. Like I said, it just gives it closure.
It's so good. And then fucking Andrew, again, like I said before, Andrew killed it. All right, I know we got a lot of it in the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy, but I feel like we got a lot more in this movie, and went through more of Andrew's like character because when talking about Gwen, and also like obviously in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 we had Uncle Ben die.
Yeah, we
had that, but when they were mentioning the Uncle Bens, Gwen came to mind more frequently than Uncle Ben.
Which makes sense. I like looking back now, like, yeah, I can see that. Like, I feel like for Andrew's movies, Gwen dying was like a bigger impact on his character than Ben dying for him.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, like in the Amazing Spider-Man 1, after Ben dies, like Andrew, like he's out for vengeance initially. Like the whole reason he's doing it is for revenge, But then eventually he learns, the lesson and changes that. But like especially with Gwen dying later in Amazing Spider-Man 2. That definitely is what, sets him straight and, like, gives him that lesson of, like, okay, this is it. Like, I can't, be involved with anybody.
Yeah.
Because this is what happens.
Yeah. And also, one little main thing about, like, the back and forths between the three of them, when they were mentioning the villains they fought, obviously Tobey Maguire fought Topher Gracie, Venom, and said, "Oh yeah, you guys fought aliens? I fought I fought a guy in a mech suit dressed as a rhino." And they're like, "Wow, what a loser."
Yeah, you fucking nerd. That was great. I love that.
And then actually going into the ending, speaking of aliens, we saw Mr. Tom Hardy in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
And,
okay, so
yeah, go ahead.
So I didn't see Let There Be Carnage, but again, I know what happens at the end. He comes into the universe. So here's the thing though. So was the whole reason that they brought him in, was it literally just so that they can get the symbiote inside like the MCU? Because like think about it, like at the end of Let There Be Carnage, he comes into the MCU, right?
Yeah. Yes.
But then now in No Way Home, he's already gone. He left the MCU. He left the symbiote and he's gone. That's it. So like I feel like that's kind of like a waste in a way. It's like you're not even gonna use him, Tom Hardy. Like
it's very interesting because I was just talking about it with my brother before. So
like think about it though. Like they brought him in, he left the symbiote and he's gone. Like
yeah. So
I mean that's it. I was pretty. I don't know.
Well, okay. So I know you haven't seen Let There Be Carnage, which I advise you go watch it. But I'll spoil it a little bit. So during one of the enemies, Carnage. All right. If you don't know, he dies.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the symbiote, one of the fucking Screechy girl, I forgot her name. Screech. Yeah. Screech goes after the cop, and the cop at the end of the movie, his eyes are glowing. So, think about it. Screech had a symbiote. So that is setting up Venom 3. Now, when we come to No Way Home, when he's there, obviously they're making fun of the Avengers. Oh, fucking... Oh,
yeah.
Lethal... You said Lethal Protector was a shit name.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, since Strange fixed the spell, he's not needed anymore. So, he gets blipped. Yeah. But, of course, there's that little symbiote, and it fucking moves at the end. I'm like, oh my god.
So, one theory that I actually really like, I read on YouTube before, I was looking through comments on stuff, someone said, what if... Okay, so at the end of that scene, Tom Hardy was saying how, like, he was going to go to New York and to try to find Spider-Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at the comment, what this dude commented, he said, like, okay, so Tom Hardy, he gets blipped back to his universe at the end. So now, what if in his universe, he goes to New York to look for Spider-Man, but what if the Spider-Man in his universe was Andrew?
That is very true.
Like, that could happen. Like,
that could happen, but
that could happen.
Let me keep in mind, when Morbius happened...
I honestly, I don't know where that movie is in the timeline.
Yeah. I don't know where it is, but in the Morbius trailer, you saw the little poster of Toby.
That movie has references of, like, every universe.
Yeah,
it has fucking Michael Keaton, Vulture. It has the Toby picture. It has, like, the Oscorp Tower from Amazing Spider-Man. I don't fucking know what universe that movie's in.
So, yeah, but going back to Venom, yes. Was Tom Hardy probably used to get the symbiote in there? Probably. But now you have many different subjects for that symbiote. Now he has to get his way to New York because they're in fucking Mexico. From the hat from his hat saying Mexico.
I do really like the idea though of like Tom Hardy potentially crossing paths with like Andrew or Toby or fucking somebody else.
Now keep in mind at the end of Let There Be Carnage, Tom Hardy wasn't looking for him. Fucking Venom is. Yeah. So technically, that part of Venom is still looking for him because it's in that symbiote. So you can bring, because Venom is fucking super smart and his hive knowledge is crazy because he's fucking an alien. So for him to see Spider-Man and that symbiote a little bit being left in the fucking universe, it will travel its way to New York and it'll find a subject. And I'm going to predict this right now. I think Flash Thompson is going to be the Venom. I feel
maybe
because his character, I'm gonna say in this movie, his character was a little bit different. He was more edgy, more like a douchebag.
Yeah, I still don't like like the MCU Flash. I feel like he's just kind of.
Oh no, I don't either. But
kind of. I don't know what's the word. Fucking. Just kind of gay, for lack of a better term. Like, I don't know. He's just like, I don't know. You look at Flash in the Raimi movies and Flash in the Andrew movies, and it's just like, I don't know. You can't compare them.
Yeah, I know. It's more. It was more like fucking 2020.
Exactly. It's more like a 2020 kind of douchey kind of asshole rather than like, the bully who has like, problems and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, so again, that symbiote is in the universe now because of he decided to drink and then gets blipped back into the normal universe, which that means Venom will continue his stuff in his universe.
So one thing I was wondering though, so like, okay, so Otto got his chip fixed, like he got cured.
Yes.
And Norman got cured at the end, right?
Yes.
So then they blip back to their universe.
Uh-huh.
But now what? In their universe, like, are they cured in their universe, or like do they go back and they just die like the way they're meant to? Like
no,
that was one thing I was kind of confused about.
I think they get fixed, but when you think about it, like
do they go back fixed? But if they do go back fixed, like think about it, that changes like the whole timeline. That changes everything.
Up. That's why I think the main plot of Multiverse of Madness is because of that. Now because Loki fucked up the timeline too, but. You also have Strange. It's not Strange's fault, but all the new villains are alive. People who were supposed to be dead aren't dead. Yeah. So, you basically they don't go and die because they're fixed, or you know what? They probably redo the events, but that can fuck up the timeline too.
Yeah, I don't know. That was one thing that kind of left me like, wait a minute, kind of moment. I'm not sure.
Now you know that
exactly
fucking
works.
Now you think about it, like there's still a lot more to be fixed because you fucking saved the villains. If you would have just left them to die, nothing. We could have had this movie could have ended an hour in because you could just press the button, boom. All right, we're back to normal. But no.
But yeah, it was just fucking great. Other than that, all right, let's start to wrap it up. So yeah, overall, it's fucking fantastic. I think. Like I said, I think having Norman be the main villain was a great choice because, yeah, I mean Green Goblin in general is just like
so good.
one of the most iconic Spider-Man villains.
So good at it. He's such a great actor in general.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. And just everything was just super well done. I mean, we went over everything pretty much.
All right, well, here's a question: where do you rank it in Phase 4? Obviously,
fucking top.
Fucking top.
Kidding me? Easily top.
Easily. All right, this is a harder question. What about MCU of all time? Obviously, it's too early to call right now because
probably top 5 easily. I think
it was top 5 or top 3. Honestly, I'm being serious. I need to go watch it again, but I feel like
maybe top 3, top 5 probably, top 3 maybe.
I need to watch it again to really like hone in on my rating.
Yeah.
But
what was I gonna say? There were two things I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I didn't also say another scene that I really liked real quick was at the end when Toby and Otto had that little moment up on the statue. That was great. I love.
Yeah, I think all the moments of what they had with the villains. I really wish though.
The one thing I wish they would have changed is I wish that Norman and Toby had a scene together, like talking to each other.
Yeah,
they didn't have that at all, and I really wish they did. They did. I feel like that's kind of a missed opportunity.
Yeah, but I think
at least we had the scene with Otto and Toby.
But I feel like with Toby, he's like, oh, I know he's crazy. Or I know who he is.
That's what I'm saying. Still, like they got that history. That's why I thought it would have been like a really good opportunity to do something. But it's okay.
So what I also realized about M.A. dying, really, like she was helping Peter out. But when she gets in the way, she's the one that gets hurt about it. And think about it. Again, like Uncle Ben, great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
But with May stepping in and having the big heart that she has, working for Feast and helping all those people.
That was cool.
It's like a bigger meaning because he wants to help out Peter. But at what cost? You're going to die for it.
Oh, yeah, that was another little nice thing I liked. I liked how on her grave, they had like the quote from the PS4 game Like when you help someone, you help everyone.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh my God, is that quote?
Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Also, another thing, real quick. I don't know why I just thought of this, but when Electro was talking about like a black Spider-Man, I thought that was a pretty big like wink
fucking
at Miles.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna bring fucking Miles in whenever that happens.
Yeah, I think that's definitely at some point.
That can happen. That I'm just saying, if you can get Andrew and Toby, fuck it, you can do anything right now.
Fuck it, yeah, literally anything's fucking possible.
Fuck it, anything is possible. Bring fucking Miles in. I don't care who you actually, I kind of do care who you cast, but
I've seen like a fan. I saw like a fan cast once of like someone saying like that one black kid in Stranger Things.
Really, I heard Donald. I heard Donald Glover.
Doesn't he play the uncle in Homecoming? Aaron Davis. Remember in Homecoming when Peter webs him like to the trunk of the car?
Was that Aaron Davis or was because people were making that?
I'm pretty sure
assumption.
that was Aaron. Yeah, because like he has like a line in Homecoming where he says like, "Oh, I have an uncle or I have a nephew over in Brooklyn or whatever he says." So
that's the fucking Prowler because that's Aaron Davis. That's the Prowler.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, like Homecoming was planting seeds.
Yeah.
But then, obviously, we haven't seen anything yet. No mention in Far From Home. No mention in this movie. Well, we know there's fucking Miles somewhere.
Yeah. But, all right. Anyway, so, to wrap it up, like I said, this movie delivered on everything. It delivered on emotion. It delivered on action. It brought the story forward. It brought Tom's character forward. It gives him a clean slate for the future, for the next trilogy. He's on his own. He's in New York. No fucking fancy bullshit, tech, nothing, whatever. It's just him with Peter problems, and I fucking can't wait.
10 out of 10.
Absolutely. 10 out of 10, baby.
10 out of 10, and we haven't had those in a fucking while.
So good. We get closure for Toby. We get closure for Andrew. We get fucking everything. Everything. Delivered on absolutely everything. I fucking thoroughly enjoyed it.
I'm sorry if this video was long, but honestly, for any movie, I would rather it be this long. Because there is so much praise in this fucking movie and so many years of building and building.
And you know what, John Watts, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry for shitting on Homecoming and Far From Home, but
I don't have to say sorry.
Those movies are pretty shit, but you know what? You redeemed yourself in my eyes because now you got a fucking good character. And I'm very happy.
I can't wait for what Peter does now because he's more edge.
Yeah. Fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing. Kevin Feige, you're a fucking legend. That's another thing. That's another thing I was wondering. Like, I wonder how many years now do you think like they've known behind the scenes like they were gonna like bring everybody back and do this?
Probably when Andrew. Think about it. Like when Andrew got introduced.
Like they must. I mean. At least maybe 2 years, 3 years. They must have known for a long time.
Yeah, because Feige was there since the first Spider-Man. He was there.
Yeah, no, I know he was there, but I mean, like, to bring them into the MCU and do this story with No Way Home. Like, I wonder how long, this has been in the works. I'm sure we'll find out.
It's probably a while. And yeah, Feige will now say something because the movie's out. There's nothing else to say.
Oh my God, that's another thing I really want to see. I want to see, like, an interview now with Toby, Tom, and Andrew all together talking about it.
Holy shit! Well, like the villains panel we got.
Yeah, dude. I want to see them like doing a panel talking about it and shit.
Oh my God. 10 out of 10.
So good.
10 out of 10.
Fucking good. Unreal. Absolutely unreal.
Fucking real. And I don't know. Again, High Top Films put this like bottom 3. I can't wait. I hope that's a troll because. I'm
really curious.
I'm really curious what he says.
If he actually didn't like it, like I'm genuinely curious why.
I think he did. Because he said in his thumbnail, kind of fixed.
I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what
I don't give
says.
a fuck. All right. 10 out of 10.
You heard what we think. We fucking love it. Call us a fucking chill. I don't give a shit. This movie is beautiful.
Top 5 Marvel movie of all time.
Oh, so good. So fucking good. Unreal. 20 years of culmination done beautifully.
It's so good. Oh my God.
They had the fan service. They did the perfect balance of like fan service and focusing on this story.
Yeah, that was true. They did fan service really well in this movie.
It wasn't like, it didn't feel forced, it didn't feel pushed, but it felt like just enough.
It was paced really well too.
Yeah.
Like it was paced well. When
That's what I'm
some
saying,
points
like-
need to be slow. And
Like
then
would
it
I
picked it
like?
up.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I was saying. Like, would I have liked to see more Toby and Andrew? Like,
Yeah,
obviously.
obviously.
But like, I feel like having them come in just at the end.
It
I feel
takes
like that
the
was
spotlight
a
away from
better
Tom.
choice. Exactly. So, yeah.
Holy
fucking brilliant.
fuck.
All right, so there you go. Without further ado, there you go, baby. Finally,
After a year of speculating.
dude, I want to go back. I want to go back and listen to that podcast, like what we were saying.
Yeah, and you guys should too. So down in the description, here's the podcast.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Fuck yeah.
Oh, so good.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll be back in 3 years for Spider-Man 4. What's it going to be called? Let's make a prediction now.
Fucking black. I don't know. Cause the black suit. But
All right. I was trying to think of something home related, but you should say fucking black.
yeah.
What?
Because of the black suit.
Spider-Man home fucking
Spider-Man apartment.
Wow.
I'll take it.
The home trilogy's over, and now we're in the apartment trilogy. We did it, boys.
The apartment trilogy.
Oh, they should have brought in fucking Peter's landlord.
Yeah,
for a
I know.
cameo.
So that wasn't him. I thought it was, but it wasn't.
Oh my god. All right, we're gonna go. Otherwise, we're gonna be here till fucking tomorrow.
Yep.
Thank you for listening. If you did, yeah, we love this movie. If you didn't, you're a fucking idiot. With the greatest respect.
If you guys didn't like the movie, please go watch it again. All right. If you didn't like it, what the fuck are you doing? What are you living? Just get off your fucking rock and watch it and enjoy the masterpiece that we just saw in theaters.
Beautiful. I wonder who's gonna direct the next Spider-Man movies, because John Watts is moving on to Fantastic Four.
Pascal?
I don't know.
Could
I don't know.
be.
We'll see.
Holy shit.
Shall see.
Okay. All right. Well.
All right. Well, thank you for listening. This has been us talking shit. Not really. Not talking shit. Talking fucking beauty for the last however long it's been.
You know what? I was really hoping that if this movie was bad, we were gonna go on a huge rant. But
No, thank God. That's the alternate universe.
That's the
movie's
alternate.
horrible.
I fucking hate this movie. They didn't do it right. They all fucking sucks.
Ah, so good. So good.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you for listening. And we will see you in the next video. Whatever the fuck that may be.
Wherever it is, we'll be back.
We'll be here. And you will be there. And we'll have a good talk.
With great power comes great responsibility.
God bless. Thank you for listening. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Good night.